Let's make a ring. Can't remember where to make these. Accessory. Which one was the best ring? Was it Ring of Brawn is red, but is that like the tier 1 version of it, or?
You're going to need the assessor's mark if you're going to be mining.
I have those, but those is higher drop rate of rares, right? But Riverside is not rare, it's just ore, so it might as well just mine faster.
Right.
So I want a damaged one, but I'm wondering if there's 2 damaged ones or if it's just the Ring of Brawn.
Not really looked into those very much, to be honest.
Denjima says that's the only power ring. Okay, I'm gonna make a couple of these. Just 2, I'm not gonna... Maybe we get a blue, maybe we don't. No, a couple of green ones. Actually, now I want to make more. Crap. I'll put the rest in the giveaway chests. Two more. Damn it! I want 1 blue. Come on.
That's what I was like yesterday with the axes and the picks. I was just not getting anything.
I got a blue one. Excellent. Okay, so...
I'm determined to get a legendary pick and a legendary axe.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop the rest off over in your place. They are pretty amazing, yeah. Do you guys want these extra red rings, or should I just drop them in the chests? Motherly Natures, go ahead, ask about building. Yes, we're here to answer questions. Danger Mouse says use 1 power ring and 1 for the faster swing rate. Why? Well, hold on. You know what I'll do? I have the ring of plus 10 harvest bonus. Probably that's better than the power ring. Than one of my power rings anyway. I mean, it's a legendary ring, so it should be better. Otherwise, I feel cheated. There we go. Have you found the place, by the way, yet?
No, I'm having one of those things that do happen to me occasionally in this game.
Brain freeze?
Where you're running in a direction, you believe you're running in a straight direction, you find out when you look on the map again, you'll find that you've actually been going in another direction.
Yeah, that's happened to me more than once too. Let's see. So the questions about building and modeling nature says, I'm working on a grove, and when I save, need the ground to save as well. I don't think you can do that. I'm pretty sure you can't save that because the ground is considered a different type of voxels, which actually has a lot of properties just for being considered a different type of voxels. Just like, what should we call them, like native voxels or something? World voxels, I think people are calling them. I don't think you can save that directly. You could for a while, but I think they removed it. Not sure though. Yeah. That's the thing, that will be considered, the ground will be considered an anti-voxel. So I can't save it, it will just be saved as air. Or
That's
not even
right,
air.
Yeah, it's an anti-voxel. It's even different to air, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually nothing. It's the only thing that is nothing in the game. Because air, if you save a piece of air, it will make a hole in things. But if you save nothing, it will do. You can. Yeah, that's the whole thing with anti-voxels, basically. I'm just dropping off some rings here now that I don't need. So if anyone needs in the community chests here, there are rings.
Legna says that that they believe that you can save the ground if you paint it over with the same thing. I'm there, by the way, now.
Really? So, hold on. You like, so your, for example, your road would or no, that's not painted over, is it? Hold on.
Back in a bit. I've got to make a cup of tea.
That's fine. No, that's true. So you have to replace the material of the ground first and then save it. Okay, that was an excellent suggestion. Okay, so as long as you, it seems like as long as then you just like select that piece of ground that you want, replace the material of that ground, then you have to paint it back afterwards somehow. Might be inaccurate in some cases, but that worked. Because this is just a pasted piece of, this is just, or painted tiles onto that piece of land there. Interesting. Awesome, awesome suggestion. But there was a leg now that said that. Okay, awesome. Cool. I love having streams because, you know, there's a limit to the things that I know. But with so many people, with so many great ideas in here, you can just get like instant answers to stuff like that. And, oh man, I can't. This always happens when I'm on claims. I can't find my friends list. There we go. Going to port now over to Gemma. And we lost Snitch because he disconnects a lot. Hey Airwalking, welcome back. Snitch, I don't know when the combined claims are coming to the game. They haven't, to the best of my knowledge, they haven't said anything about that yet. How do you stand like that? And also, Snitch, are you coming? Are you coming to us for the harvesting, or are you? Okay. Yeah, he keeps freezing. Okay, cool. Let us equip the super pick. Let's see if we can find some. I'll have some diamond. One thing that we were talking about, me and Gemma, the other day was when we go to these harvesting parties, and hopefully there will be possible to get more than 4 people in on those in the future. It's kind of ridiculous that it's only 4. It's sort of problematic if we're just looking for one single thing, because you move through an area so fast that eventually you just leave people around that is without or out of the range of the party, basically, so they don't get the bonuses. So it's better to just basically pick everything up in a general area, then move along. It doesn't have to be only the resources you're looking for. And the thing that I like about that in specific is that I end up with a bunch of things that I wouldn't normally try to pick up. So like when I get back to my claim and I need something, instead of going back out and get that specific thing, someone was harvesting that and I have some of that. And for me that's mostly plants, because I never really never really used that sickle to get plants. What are you talking about Norwegians in the chat now? Let me read up here. And thank you, Modeling Natures. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so Snitchem is his computer doesn't allow him to come join us. So if anyone else wants in on the harvesting party, send me a tell. I'll send you an invite, and you can just port over here. And we're just not going to be here for super long. We're just going to see if we can find a little bit of rubicite to make some more axes and stuff. Questions from the chat. Let's see. The best place for obsidian, I believe, is anywhere in tier 4.
Right here is a good place for obsidian.
Okay.
This is anything that will appear in tier 4. But by the way, if you look up, you'll see that there's trees, and you've got both the 2 types of heartwoods up there.
Hello.
As well. So this is a really good place for a lot of things.
Very dusty here. We're on the edge of the world now, right? We're on.
Yeah.
This would be underwater eventually.
Don't run off the edge.
But this part will be underwater.
That's what I think. I'm making the most of it now.
Yeah.
Right where I am now is a great big bit of obsidian.
Hold on, let me show what obsidian looks like.
I won't mine it up until you go over here.
Obsidian can be a bit hard to find because it doesn't look that different from dark rock, but this is it. And it's usually not in this big patches. I mean, it's a lot in the patches usually, but it looks smaller from the surface normally.
Good stuff to get. I have this theory that some of the best stuff can be found along the edges. It might be that less people are going there, but
I don't know if that is true or not. But, it might be. There's a lot of veins here though, and they're easy to spot, so that might be part of it. Okay, I'm going to primarily focus on trying to get some rubicite here, because that's what I need for most things. Well, that and mithril, I guess. Rubicite and mithril.
That's the 2 I need too.
Yeah. I really wish there was pure rubicite veins.
Didn't they used to be?
Yeah, they had that in alpha.
Rubicite and rubies together, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah, they had some weird vein for rubicite and rubies. But that was sort of like I think that was just a hot fix to some other issue that they did in alpha. It's really hard to get any amount now. One of the things I will very much recommend with things like rubicite, for example, since it's kind of a lot of work to get any significant amount of it, is that one of the first things you do is to create that machine that gives you more when you're smelting it.
Absolutely.
What's it called? A smelter? And the best one. That gives you 30% more, and 30% is a lot when you spend hours looking for it.
Legendary. Actually, I think it's called. Oh yeah, legendary smelter. Yes.
The hell, yeah. At first I was like 110%. It says on one of them, and it's like meh. That 120 is still meh. 130. It doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when you bring back large amounts of any material to smelt, it's quite a lot. Hold on, there is Arani is here. Why are you not in the group? Invite.
Oh, by the way, where we are at the moment is in Brook, the tier 4 world on Satisfaction. When you come off of the teleporter, you go directly west. Don't go left, don't go right, just go directly left till you get to the edge of the world. That's
a long run.
It is a long run, yeah. I mean, if you've friended me or Observer, you can just jump to us if you have
I did a little
stone.
Yeah, that's probably by far the fastest way to get here. I'm gonna read through chat here. Keith Gaming, anyone know how to remove, say, huge rock in the middle of your claim? Yeah, you can just click it and delete it if it's on your claim.
Sometimes you have to stick a selection tool around something, specifically trees.
Oh.
But generally speaking, yeah, if you put it within a selection.
If it's on your claim, it acts like a prop, right? So
technically, I have come across things that's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
But one word of warning: when you set your claim down in the first place, it is wise to set it down and then have a look around, then take it up again and delete anything that's on the very edge. Some things that are on the edge will not delete if they're not enough inside your claim.
Yeah, that might be. And also, good morning, Gamora. Nice to see you here. You're a bit late to the party as usual, but I think he wakes up around this time normally, or done with whatever else he needs to do. How's your segmental house pieces going? He's the one that's building all these house segments that people can set up for it's for the Play Studio, I guess, that they can purchase for easy piece by piece house building. It's pretty cool, actually.
I wish we had the ability to put notes in places, you know, like in chests and what have you.
Yeah.
And I wish when you make something that it would put your name on it so that you can know who to thank if someone's left something in a casket.
Absolutely, I need that because I don't have memory. So let me just make a suggestion. We will be in general moving north. All right, so we just we sweep the area down here the lake bed or the sea bed, and we move north in general. That way we can stay more or less within range of one another.
Can we do the tree line later as well? Because the palm oil and old rootstock.
Oh yeah, yeah. We can move up a bit and then go back down the tree line or something.
Like you, I'm here for the root.
Or are you up there already?
No. Rubicite and mithril first.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the live stream email just got out now. Yeah, that's, that you can't rely on that. To everyone that wants to be notified, basically, for these live streams, for these EverQuest live streams and Landmark live streams, it's the same time every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. That's when I do these. I don't really stream that much. I'm not really a streamer. I'm more of a YouTuber. But I do enjoy these hangouts that we do here. But it's the same time every time, unless something happens that is wrong with my equipment or my internet, which is also not unheard of. But it's 10 a.m., 10 in the morning, Central European Time, or GMT +1. If you're in the UK, that would be 9 a.m.
Is there any chance of you actually putting that in your name? Heading.
What?
Like they do with the live feed. Got the time when the next one will be.
Oh, I probably could. I've not really. If you look at my Twitch channel, it's like nothing there. I don't think I even have a link in the bottom there. Or do I? Maybe to my YouTube channel. That's pretty much it. I haven't been fixing it up so much. I'm not so good with organizing that stuff. I probably should do though.
I suppose as it's every week, just saying weekends.
Yeah, for these things, it's like this is one like this is the only thing I do on YouTube. Nothing I do is ever scheduled or in any kind of system, and this is the only thing that is halfway has like the same time every week, same content. So 10 a.m. CET live stream for Landmark. But I do always give out notifications on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Google Plus before starting to stream. So that's the instant notification you can get. But this Twitch mails, they're not really instant. They come out hours after the stream has ended sometimes. It's kind of bad. Sort of like with the YouTube thing. This is one thing. If anybody are subscribed to my YouTube channel and you're wondering how to actually get to know when I upload a video, not just by random, because YouTube, honestly, is terrible at letting you know about the channels you've subscribed to. They don't let you know. It doesn't show up in your feed. It's entirely random what you get and don't get. Best way to do it, if you look next to the subscribe button on a YouTube channel, there's a little thing, like a settings gear wheel kind of thing. If you click there, you can actually say that you want to receive a mail whenever that channel uploads a video. That's the only reliable way of knowing when a channel you subscribe to uploads a video. So I do that on the channels I specifically want to know about.
I've tried everything to get the ones I want to keep showing, because I've got so many channels that I do.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah, it's basically what they think you want to see, and that's it. You have no say in the matter.
There is a way with the channels. You can set them into groups.
Yeah.
But that's kind
but
of.
But they still make the choice
too.
for you. At the end of the day, they decide based on whatever criteria what they think you would like to see.
whole UI needs to be thought out a bit better because it's not friendly.
No. YouTube is a promotional machine, is what it is. It's an advertisement delivery system, and everything on YouTube works to the best of that. That's the end goal of YouTube, and every system on YouTube works towards that goal. If that also in some cases lets you, you know, enjoy it, that's just a byproduct, really. And I'm saying that from working with YouTube now for a number of years. It's a cynical system, but it brings some good, but it's not about the videos really anymore. Still, there's no other platform to go to. Like if you want to create videos, and you want to make like a little money back from that, there is no other platform that it can is even in the neighborhood of competing with YouTube. Vimeo, for example, won't allow you to upload game videos. Are you reading chat, by the way?
My what's it says meh. Any time before 12 is too early. Morning, just by the way.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. The reason it's so early is, first of all, my wife is usually not awake at that time in the weekends. That's one reason. The other is Twitch doesn't like Europe very much. The Twitch servers doesn't. So the earlier I stream, the more of it I have to myself, basically. There, it works best in the mornings for me. Don't get any issues with the servers in general. The third is there's a lot of other big streamers. Some of them decide to pop into Landmark from time to time, and when they do, I have no chance of getting a single viewer over on my channel because they have like 18,000 viewers on their channel. So that's the third reason, and those big streamers obviously are in America. Are we getting any ruby site here? 1,000. 1,000. That's like what? What was that? 10?
Exactly that's like one ingot.
One ingot. Man, it's slow.
I don't know actually. No, wait.
Is it 1 or is it 10?
1,000 would be 100 would be one, wouldn't it?
I think it was. I'm not sure, honestly. Have we lost you, by the way, Gemma? Are you behind here somewhere?
No, well, you're showing, on my screen, you're showing that you're
in
range.
Yeah, true. All right. Oh, yeah, there you are, up there. Cool.
I figured out that if we do a range, if we go along in a line sort of thing, if you're all at one end, I'll go down the other end.
All right. There wasn't any blue stuff down there now, though. I'll have so much of this. If anyone wants to sell me any ruby site, I'll give you a. No, okay, I'm not gonna. In my opinion, that's the hardest currency in the game right now, ruby site ore. That's the thing that has the most uses and hardest to get in comparison to how much you need it. Right at this point in time.
Yeah, Legner's pointed out it's 100 to 1.
Right. Okay. I thought it was, but I thought also that I saw the 1,000 thing when I was Oh no, that's because I
know
was
why you're
using the
thinking that,
distillers.
It's because we're
Yeah,
using the advanced ones now.
that's why. I was like, why
And,
1,000?
and then it's 1,000 to 13 then, isn't it?
Yeah, which is better, obviously, but
Oh, yeah. Mayor What's It says, are you called Observer in-game? I can send you some of what I have. I
this is what
like
I
that
like.
person.
I am called Observer in game, but honestly, I would feel bad about that. Let's. I'll trade you for something though. If you have anything, if there's anything I have that you want, I'll be happy to trade it. But I'm not gonna. I just say that stuff. I don't mean it, guys.
Yeah, it's nice. It's in jest.
Okay, so now everyone is going off in chat. They want to give stuff and also saying how poor they are.
Right,
so
look, you know what? We have the swap chests. If you want to put them there, then they're there for.
oh, it's going to disappear then. I won't get it. Like, stop. No. Okay, keep your ribosite, guys. No, I was just joking about that, by the way. But I think ribosite is really valuable right now. So
it really is.
yeah. So, anyways, I don't want your ribosite. That's not what I meant. Keep it. But well, you can like if I was to choose one thing to trade for as a currency, it would be ribosite right now.
Yeah.
That's probably going to change though.
You reckon? Oh well, of course. Level 5 materials aren't in the game yet, are they?
Exactly.
Or is it level 6?
Well, I don't know. I can't keep up with all these levels. But for example, there is a better axe than the ribosite axe, and after that, you won't have that much use of a ribosite anymore because you won't be trying to make legendary ribosite axes. You will be making what's it called, Ethereum. So when they add that, it will be different, and probably I'm guessing they're going to change this vein situation a little bit at 1.2. Never stays the same for long.
When they bring out water, there'll be levels then, won't they? So I think things like this is going to be so deep underground.
Yeah.
Fight your way to it.
Where'd Arani go? Oh, we've walked ahead a little too much here, maybe. I'm gonna stick around here until they catch up. Oh, it's tier 6, they say in chat. Mia...
Right.
What's it?
Mia, what's it? Meow, what's it? It's like a... Is that meant to be like a cat going meow?
Sounds like a meme or meme. I don't know. There are different schools of thought on how to pronounce that word. You know, the internet comedy that like spelled M-E-M-E.
Meme?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, most people say meme. I always said meme. And I've heard other people say that too. For example, Total Biscuit says that. So I don't know.
Do you know what?
It's not really a word though, so who knows, you know?
Yeah. First time I ever saw it was in role-playing games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
First, I just saw it on 4chan or something, I think, probably.
About 7 or so years ago.
Right, okay.
Right.
Yeah, what's it says Mimi? Yeah, that's also one way I've pronounced it one time. Yeah. I don't know. I have a question. How long is a day cycle in this game? I've not really counted, and I've not read it anywhere. Because it seems to be very long. Especially when I'm recording tutorials and I'm waiting for daylight, because I usually want to record in daylight. If anyone in chat knows, please let us know. I'm pretty sure that, like, I waited half an hour yesterday for it to become light again, after I had waited 20 minutes for that I thought first the night would last. Is it like it's like a full hour, the whole day cycle? Could be.
I'm not liking the day. Liking it at all. Sorry, the night cycle, sorry.
No, me neither. I'm not liking it. It was way too long.
Stop. Effectively, you have to stop what you're doing, to be honest.
Especially if you're doing anything on video. So, I mean, you can work inside and stuff, but I don't know. And what do I have that is glowing?
Oh.
What on earth? I don't have any glowing anything.
Who said you had something glowing?
Look at the stream. Look, I have like a flashlight on me.
Oh, that's just weird. You don't in my screen. So it's personal to you anyway.
Do you have that on yourself though?
You have a glowstone then? I thought they weren't in game again.
I don't have a glowstone.
Well, I wouldn't mind something like that. What do you have?
I have a ring of brawn
what's on your hero character?
and a ring of bounty. That's it.
I put in those.
Do you have that glowing circle on you too?
So you have a brawn and a bounty.
Oh,
Let me put the ring of
I've
bounty on.
unequipped all my stuff right now. Oh, it disappeared when I put... Ah, that sucks. It disappeared when I took my clothes off, put them back on, and then this light disappeared. No.
Now, don't you wish you'd left well alone?
Yes, from now on, when something weird happens, leave it alone. Ah, no, I can't get it back. I had a light source there. A built-in light source.
I'm laughing at you now.
Man. I wish I could get like a pickaxe that was luminescent. Ooh. That should be an upgrade to pickaxes. Yeah. Instead of walking around with stupid light stone.
You could put them in the handle, couldn't you? So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And technically, there is a glowing thing in the handle, isn't there?
There is a little bit, yeah.
They just need to make it some of that loomy whatnot stuff.
They should do that. That would be an awesome addition, so you don't have to walk around with that like extra light. Oh, we're moving towards a larger area here now. Glowing personality, is that what? Yeah, that's probably it. Let's see the chat. It's when you zoom into first person and zoom out again. Or hold on.
Ah, finally a little bit of
Okay. Someone in chat explained it.
Oh, right.
You zoom all the way into first person, and you zoom back out again, and you get that thing. The light source, for some reason. Awesome.
Yeah, yes you do. Very much. They'll fix that in a while. I don't have that for long. Oh, but I'm very glad to find that out. Thank you.
And it will go away if you take off a tool or something, if you update your gear, basically. And if you can't make zooming happen, I don't know, it's just shift and mouse scroll wheel. Yeah. Zoom all the way in. Let me see. But, okay, so we don't see other people's light sources though, just our own, it appears. Because you have it now too, right, Gemma?
I do indeed, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't see yours, but I do have my own, and that's super.
It's acting as if when we used to have the glowstones.
Yeah. It's not a lot of range, but it helps. Absolutely, especially, I guess. Because, you know, when you will be... I'm not surprised if this would be... Oh, hold on, this is probably a hotfix, actually, to the issue that we don't have glowstones. You know, when they add caves, you'll probably be in first person a lot more, because, let's be honest, the camera doesn't work well in very tight spaces. And, yeah, so you need to be able to see what you're doing down in the caves there.
I'm finding a lot of the blue stuff, but just not enough of the...
Such small portions, yeah.
Red stuff. Oh, I just changed my equipment and my light.
Well, we learned something today. I'm happy. We can zoom in to get light during the night. That will help a lot. I can even record stuff during the night now. Next tutorial I do will be a nocturnal tutorial. And you can't see much on the ground even so, though. Actually, it feels like when you're underground and you're zoomed in max anyway, then most of that light source you have there doesn't work. One of you guys, or Arani, by the way, you're very far away from us, so you're not getting the bonuses that we're harvesting here. Obsidian. There we go. And you got swimming to work. Excellent. Let me see if the reason I haven't been answering you is because I can't pronounce your name. Enuren. I have no idea what you're trying to say with that name, dude. My fellow Norwegian in the chat there that keeps making Norwegian comments.
That's all I can see.
Okay, anyways, I can't pronounce that name.
Say Enern.
Inu is my new name for him.
Right, there you go, Inu.
Thank you for the compliment about accents and everything, and all of your talk about Norwegians in general in the in the chat so far. Ironic that he would comment on my accent when I can't pronounce his name, but still. Here's my tip on learning English, by the way, for anyone that regularly comes up, because
I've got a tip for learning English too.
Right. Okay, yeah. No, yeah, okay, so two things. We were talking about this the other day, Gemma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously you are English, but for those of you who are not English, or English is not your first language, the way you learn it is, first of all, don't be French or German. Because your government will not allow you to be exposed to English on a daily basis. Second, play old computer games or that style. Like I was talking about, I used like Leisure Suit Larry. The kind of computer games where in order to make anything happen, you had to type it. You had to figure out the basic construction of a sentence in order to make anything happen in the game. Like I gave the example, look under bed for condom. Like a simple sentence, but it would make things happen. If you're not familiar with the game, that makes sense in that game. Or other similar games, you know, the typing type games. Second or third of all, join online communities in voice chat. So you actually... It's something weird that happens. Like for a period, I had sort of an Australian accent, and I've had American accents, I've had British accents, and I've pretty much, in a sense, but I've landed on basically my own accent now. That's just a combination and not really belonging anywhere in specific. But you learn a lot from having to use it. A lot of Norwegians, a lot of Scandinavians in general, knows English, but they never talk it, so they sound like stuttering idiots when they meet someone that only speaks English. I don't mean that in a bad way, I just mean it's the practice. The best way to practice, if you're not exposed to English generally, because if you live in Scandinavia, you'll hear English all the time, but you don't speak it. So go out online communities, join voice chat in games, and talk. Don't be afraid to talk. Most people talk pretty bad English anyway there. What was your example, Gemma?
Don't bother.
What?
My example, don't bother.
Don't bother learning English?
No, that was just me being silly. You learn American, to be honest, you're learning English. It's only slight differences.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, we see it so much American television.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, you're more exposed to that than you are to actual English. If you live anywhere but England.
We used to say of America and England, two nations separated by a language, because it used to be very different. But in England, we're picking up so much Americanism now.
That's true. It's a lot of the same. Or obviously, I'm not an expert on that subject, but I do hear same phrases being used, same way to construct sentences, and I particularly notice the bad tendencies. For example, and this is something that I do as well, is obviously the putting like in between everything.
I'm glad you don't do that on the channel.
Exactly. But now I do it too. I try actively not to, but sometimes you have to. It's the one bad tendency in language. It's just lazy. But every language has that word, though. Oh, I strayed. Sorry. I'm sometimes I get. Oh, holy crap! I'm far away from you guys. Sorry, guys. Thanks for using caps there too.
Here you are.
Thanks for the cabs. I follows. Oh, hold.
Like observer. What's with that?
Wait, what?
That's why I was just
right.
like
Right.
Americanism. Like, what is with that, observer?
But every language has that, and some has it more unfortunate than other. For example, my wife is Chinese, right?
Huh?
And their version of that name is essentially the N-word. It sounds the same. It sounds exactly the same as when you say the N-word in American, but it means like, sort of, in Chinese.
Oh.
So it embarrasses me terribly when I walk together with Chinese people, with non-Chinese people, and they keep saying that. Because sometimes they stutter and it's just the N-word over and over. It's like when someone says like something, and it just sounds terrible. So yeah, there are variations. We have it in Norwegian too. That kind of filler word, I like to call it. Are we all here in the one place now?
It used to be
Sorry, what?
It used to be
Right. True. Here's something I was talking about with one guy on Facebook the other day. He asked me, just like, we were just talking about my channel on YouTube, and I got this stupid frame rate again. I have 4 frames now. What's going on here? 4 FPS. What on earth?
really.
That's weird. I go to the map, I get like 20, 22. Then I go back in game, and I have 4 frames. What on earth is going on? That's weird. It's really strange. Okay, that's the worst I had so far. I wonder if my computer doesn't like this particular area or what it is. No, we were talking anyways. I'll just see if this passes. So we were talking about my channel there and different things. Swearing came up. So I said, like, one thing I usually don't do so much on my channel is swearing. It's not because I dislike swearing, because that guy also does a stream and he swears a lot. He says, which I don't really mind, but I mentioned I don't really swear pretty much at all on my YouTube channel. Like eventually we'll sneak one in there. The reason I'm not swearing is not just because it's supposed to be family friendly, although that's part of it, but the other thing is I don't find the American swearing to be very creative. And my fellow Norwegian here in the chat can back me up on this. Like in our language, someone that swears, especially if they're from north of Norway, they can swear like without exaggerating. Say like 3 minutes, continuous swearing without using the same word twice. That's not too rough, I think. In America, 3 minutes of swearing would just be the F word over and over and over again. Effing, F something F. That's basically American swearing, the way you see it actually in media. It's not very creative swearing. It's a very limited vocabulary when it comes to swearing. So I don't find it entertaining. It has its uses, but it's usually just that word over and over. So that's the reason for that. Any...
And my part, you're never going to hear me swear, so don't expect it from me.
No, I don't have any. I don't miss swearing. Like again, I can only speak for Norwegian here, as being that is my language. But a good rant, like a good swearing, is incredibly entertaining. But it's a creative thing. Like swearing is an art form in Norway in a way, and in many countries I know it is. But I just don't find it. I don't find it really to be an art form to just say the F word over and over and over again about everything. There is a very famous within Norway clip from a long time ago with a guy in northern Norway. This was an MP3 or a WAV file back in the day. It was like viral when people were swapping discs. And it's basically a recording of a northern Norwegian man trying to fix his washing machine. And it's one of the most hilarious...
Motherly Nature says, dude, lighten up on US. I feel like you don't like us much. I'm in the US.
I haven't said anything bad about the US. I just say the American swearing is not very interesting. I have lots of friends in the US. No problem with them. You have to agree, but I mean the closest you can come in that and of course I'm not American, so I don't know and see and hear everything. I mean, you have a lot of good stand-up comedy and all that kind of stuff, and it's just like, I'm talking about YouTubers and streamers now, and you know, generally those kind of people, or just exchange students or whatever I hear when they want to express their frustration with something. It's not a creative rant, it's just the F word.
That's it. I'll have to stick up for the Americans. They are technically kind of cousins.
Right. And how are you going to stick up for them in this case?
Don't give me difficult questions.
All right. Well, that's great. In British, though, there is more of that rantiness to the swearing again, I feel like. there's more bad words to use in succession to each other. I think it is.
I think it very much depends on what region you're coming from.
It is, yeah. Again, that's why I keep saying Northern Norway for my examples here too, because they are famous within Norway for being specialists at this. It's like you just put a coin in there and it will just keep going. I'm just reading up on chat here for a bit.
What's this? Well, the Ouija's did invade the UK way back when so we're all related. Oh yeah, I suppose so.
True. Yes. Have you guys been watching that series Vikings?
That's it, Obzzarvatory. I blame you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, how much do we have now? I'm getting tired of this. Oh, I have a lot of dirt. I have some dirt.
We managed to get a lot of dirt. I have.
2,000.
I don't know how much. Have we been mining for dirt here? Is that what we came out for?
Yeah, I think it's dirt mainly that we've been finding here.
Oh.
I have 2,300 something.
What's this of? Rubicite?
Yeah.
No fair.
How much do you have?
1,709. Fair. Hey.
Airwalking just finished the first season of Vikings. Isn't there? There's only. Is it 2 seasons now, or is it 1? Can't remember.
I've not seen that.
Vikings is. Oh, just since you said with the invasions and everything there. Vikings is a decent show actually. It's not awesome, but it's worthwhile something when you don't have Game of Thrones, for example, if there's no episodes out, which is for the large part of the year, unfortunately.
I can't do without my Game of Thrones. I have to have...
Yeah, but I mean, like, you consume your Game of Thrones pretty quick when it's available. It's like, done. Now what?
Yeah, that's true. Mind you, I've read all the books.
Oh, okay. Then shut up.
Times better than the film. Oh no, I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's one surprise after another with Game of Thrones if you've not seen it. And you think that the Red Wedding was the worst? I sat back waiting for what would happen when people saw the Red Wedding.
I'm almost to the point where I would stop watching that series just because of shit like that. It's like, stop it. But
it doesn't stop. You need to be warned. It doesn't. Things like that don't stop.
No, I expect it.
If you've fallen in love with a character, it's going to.
No, I basically have that relationship with that series that if someone gets too much camera time, they're likely to die. That's basically how I look at it now.
Was out, people were saying exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
How many other people in the streams actually read the books? I'm curious to know.
No, no spoilers. Okay.
Oh no, there will be no spoilers because this is just way too good to spoil. Way too good to spoil. If you think you love it now, you're gonna absolutely. It's one of those novels that it makes some kind of mark on your life because you'll never forget it.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, if you like the movie, oh, for goodness sake, get the book or the...
No, I refuse to, because I'll be one of those guys that just sit around and say, oh, the book was so much better than the series. Because people always do that. Like, you just even did that. And I did that when I...
True.
I read Lord of the Rings multiple times before the movies came out. Like, that's amongst the few books I've ever read. And... just because of having read those books, even for Lord of the Rings, which is brilliant movies, I would sit around there and say, oh, this is not like the book, and this is not like the book.
I see them both in their own light. I always see them in their own lights because it's what you miss from the books, because you can't fit everything in the.
No, it's impossible.
And they always have to make decisions of taking out some very important things. You can't put everything in that's important. So they always take out something that's really needed. Well, not needed so much, but important. Oh, I just got kicked.
I'm reading chat here too now. Yeah, that's what I said.
The TV series is bad. Read the book.
You haven't seen nothing yet. That's awesome.
I like the red shirts in Star Trek, says Mayor What's It. Hi Deets Tales. Deets Tales has just come in and said hi.
We should pay some more attention to chat here, by the way. If I kind of fall out.
I know. It's because whenever I come out and start digging, I don't end up looking at the street, at the
Yeah, we should probably also not stay out here for much longer. It's just there's no. It's better to be here during the night than doing something else because.
Trying to fail making something in the dark.
Yeah.
When you want to go back, let me know and I'll teleport back to my place and then you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, I think we've spread out a bit again. You are far away from us.
Well, it's not that I'm far away. I need to be invited again.
Oh.
Because the game kicks me out. Emma, we don't like.
Your sound is popping in and out. What did it say?
I just said thank you.
Oh, okay, right.
It was really short.
What are you talking about? Someone in chat is saying something about German accent on the A team. What? Did I miss here?
German accent on the A team is amazing. I'm lost now.
PT sehr wohl. I'm lost too. I have no clue what's going on there.
We're talking about why not to wear red shirts on Star Trek. Somebody's saying try changing your EU priority in Task Manager. May help with crashing.
Ah, yeah, that's probably true. My FPS is back now though. I don't have that lag anymore. It just comes and goes. I mean, it's not awesome still, but it's nowhere near the 3 or 4 I had here previously. I think we went through a difficult area. Oh, okay. So if you have a German accent on the A team, you're likely to be killed. Yes, probably.
Oh, I understand that.
Right. And the red shirts in Star Trek. Okay, now I get it. The henchman problem.
I suppose that was in the days where all the American programs would make it so that if you were a German bad guy.
Yeah. The Russians kind of kept that position, though. Like, that never stopped.
Changed a little bit. It's more like individual Russian terrorists that they
yeah, and they're not actually Russian. They're just like one of the neighboring countries of Russia. Usually, the terrorists, they're not actually Russian. You know, in most of the shows, they're from like I don't know. I don't even know know all those countries. But they usually sneak it away from there because I don't think they want to piss Rush off too much.
Oh, you got them out of range now.
Oh, sorry. Just coming
Okay,
back.
I'm coming towards you.
No, I'm coming to you guys, I think. There we go.
I'm finding it very hard to find rubicite. I'm doing all the right things, but very little rubicite.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. Is it? Sorry, I'm going through a whiny moment.
I think I'm gonna save it. I don't think I'm gonna make any more axes, to be honest. I'm gonna save this rube site. I don't want to do this all over again.
I was so disappointed when I got two green axes and 2 green picks, and I'd been hunting rubicites for hours.
How many? How much rubicite do you need for an axe?
Don't remember. If anybody's near a station,
Can't remember either. But I'm sure there's something else I need a rubicite for that. I'm not going to waste it on an axe if that's the case. But true, yeah, in the A team no one dies. Everyone's just knocked out usually. Well, there are I don't know. There's no explicit deaths as much, no.
my Whatsit has also been finding rubicite a pain.
Yeah, it's terrible right now.
Deets Tales has said that it's 15 plus 1 elemental.
15.
Yeah, he thinks, he's not entirely sure.
Oh, that could well be.
That means 1,500, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot for an axe.
A lot for something that you hardly get a hold of.
Well, I'm gonna see if there's anything else I need that rubicite for, because if there is, that axe is not getting it from me. There's not even all of these blue veins that has rubicite in them. Like this last one here. It's cobalt, and then it's emeralds in the bottom of them instead of rubicite.
Blink, you'll miss the rubicite you're getting at the moment.
What?
Blink, you'll miss the amount of rubicite you're picking up. Like 1 piece or something.
No. It's one of those ruby-less veins again. Bullshit! Getting tired of this now. I had so much of that in alpha.
Yeah.
The Rukak says, in tier 4 you are more likely to hit gems at the end of cobalt. Is it?
What do you think? Do you think tier 3 would be better or something?
I'm wondering if that's what he's saying here.
Let me just check so that I make sure that I know what tier rubicite is. No, tier rubicite is a tier 5 metal.
We're digging at, like, in chat is going like,
which means that it shouldn't be in a tier 3. Only one tier to either side of its value, isn't it?
Yeah. And we are looking at the bottom of this cobalt veins. That's what we're doing here. It's just...
Yeah, this is a tier 4. Technically, that means that you shouldn't find rubicite anywhere but a tier 4. Right or wrong?
That's not true though, is it?
No, I'm thinking that. I mean, I'm sure
I can't remember. I
Oh,
think
must
tier
have
3 is
seen-
probably where I've been the least. Zones, I mean. It is that we were finding some here too. It's just not as much as we'd like, I guess. Like, it's very small portions of it. It's like a rubicite is an ore, but it acts like a gem. If that makes any sense. Yeah, there's no. They probably messed it up too, because just like here, for example, this is how it's supposed. This is the only place you can find it now at the end of these cobalt veins. No surface versions of it, but it's just until like one patch ago in beta, you could not find tin at the end of anything. Tin was supposed to be at the end, at the end of copper. But they just recently fixed
then
that.
they fixed it, didn't they?
Yeah,
Only
they
the
fixed.
last patch it was fixed.
Yeah. So these things come and go.
Finally got 2,000. That's ages.
It's a bit extreme. This is the new burled wood. If you remember that burled wood issue from Alpha.
Yeah.
Now I have so much burled wood, I don't know what to do with all of it. I have more burled wood than regular wood.
I know, and it's a bit dark for me to use in anything. Furniture, though, it might be nice.
Yeah.
But I've not done any furniture.
There's some difference in patterns between the different wood types, isn't it? Can't remember. Have to check that out.
Rukat has said there is no surface rubicite in either tier 3 or 4. It's only attached to cobalt. There is some on the surface, but again only attached to cobalt. But it's only when it's upended or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only when the vein sort of lays on top of the ground. Oh hey, Dit's Tails. Didn't see you there till now. Been sticking my nose in the ground here for too long. And by the way, to all of you that are just typing in game, like I can't possibly read all of the different chat channels during streams. I will when you write in game, when we're not streaming, I will see it normally. So when anyone else in the channel. Oh, and I forgot to click.
Right, same here.
Yes to.
It's it's a bit too much multitasking.
Ooh.
Have you found a big
Meow, what's it? Sent me 11 rubicite ingots.
Oh.
I'm not going to open that right now. I will save it in my mail.
And cherish it.
Cherish it. Pray to it.
Love it and call it George.
But most of all, so I remember who it was from, and then I will send you something or other back when I can figure out what. Thank you very much for that. Let's see how much regular do we have now, because that's okay. I'm gonna get a little bit more than it should be daytime soon, isn't it? No, it's not. Moon is mid-sky.
Danger Mouse 007 has said diamond I find is rare to find. Weirdly enough,
I found a lot of that.
where we are now, I found a lot of diamond. But everywhere else, I mean, I didn't know what diamond looked like till I came here.
Oh, really? I find
No,
that.
that's the truth.
I haven't seen one.
Do you remember when we were looking the other day?
Yeah,
and
but
going,
since then, I found a ton of diamond.
Oh, right.
Or not a ton, maybe, but like, how much diamond do I have?
By the way, I think I know why rubicite's hard to find now.
I have 3,500 diamond.
Yeah, I think I know why they've made rubicite hard to find, and I don't think it's an accident.
Oh, really?
Because rubicite is tier 5. Remember, tier 5 material, you get a lot of it on tier 5. You'll get and it will be rarer in tier 4 and tier 6. So it's supposed to be rare here. Tier 5's not in game yet. I only just worked it out.
Tier 4 was not in game when we found rubicite before.
Yeah, but they made that was them making a fix, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's meant to be rare here. Tier 5. So technically that's correct.
Yeah, no, that's true, yeah. Probably then in tier 5 it will have its own veins.
Yeah.
I wonder what they'll do first though, if they'll add those tier zones or if they will add caves.
Oh, please just add.
I don't see no reason really why they would. But that's a big thing though that we were talking about on that one of the other streams.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing to do with the caves. So Gamora says that he's finding a lot of large lumps of rubicite on the tunnel server. But I think I'm not going to be staying here mining for much longer now. I think people will get bored in the stream too. And if they don't, I will, so...
So, are you in the tunnel server right now? We could jump to you.
Diamonds!
Well, apparently, Lock 6 time. Oh, welcome, Lock 6 time.
Welcome.
Said it would make sense if final tier stuff came with caves. Be nice.
Yeah, I hope so.
But they've said that the first level of water, which is just the still water that happens like in oceans and what have you, they said that will come with the cave. The caves will come with that in it.
Right. Well, I don't know how much... Still water shouldn't be such a big issue to make. It's more the caves, I think. I mean, still water is a really simple thing to do, actually.
No, that's right. Still water shouldn't. I think the big thing is it's also that's when the islands get linked, because you can literally, hopefully, sail from one to the other. Talking about sailing,
You'll probably have to zone though when you know.
Yeah, probably some. Can't wait till the gliders come in.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, there is a lot of things coming into this game. I started to think about what do I look most forward to. I've so many things I hope will come that I have no clue if they will come.
Like what?
Like those different function, like mechanical, physics-based objects. Yeah, you know, machines, traps, those kind of things.
For me, the one that I hope for that I've no clue whether it will come in would be, to be honest, livestock farming.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I like that stuff.
That's my hope for anyone else.
All right, yeah, let's do that in chat. What's the thing that you either if you know it's there or not? What's the thing you would most want them to put in the game? Which function or game element would you have in this game? I'm curious to see. Gemma wants chickens. Or livestock, I mean.
Danger Mouse 007 wants moving voxels.
That's
really,
that's a difficult one though. They didn't. The thing is, I saw an interview where they didn't. They got sort of that question. They didn't really deny it. They just basically said that they had no clue whether it could be done. I would imagine that that's one of the harder things to do. Moving props shouldn't be a problem, but moving voxels, that's another beast.
Keller says, danger, combat.
What?
Danger, combat.
Oh yeah,
Well,
right.
we know you're getting that.
Yeah, that's true.
Kimura wants to be lord over some rampaging mobs. Ah, yes, that's the story blocks.
Yeah, Storyblocks is coming. Storyblocks will be cool.
Oh, my what's it? Pack pony or resource carrier?
Oh, right, yeah. You know, oh man, that's something. Didn't we talk about that when I was describing to you that time, like, game I wanted? It was one of the first streams we were both in. No, before you came on with voice, I mean. Like, to have a game where, in fact, you'd have to do things very realistically. Like, if you chop down a tree, you would have to actually transport that tree like an actual tree back to where you wanted to cut it up into smaller pieces and whatever.
That would be so cool. Seriously cool.
That would be cool. Like, making up just
The only
work.
thing I've ever seen anything like that in was Worm Online.
Worm Online is very close to that, but it's still very clumsy in many ways, I feel.
It's very clumsy Worm Online.
But Worm Online has probably the most in-depth crafting, like you have to craft everything you're gonna use, like down to the nails you're gonna hammer things together with, and you have to craft them.
Saying that reminds me of another thing I was thinking of the other day, and that is ability to make roads in the world leading from A to B.
Yeah. There's been some long discussions on this in the forums on how to do that. I'm not sure if I'm too excited about the way they chose to go about it, but
Go about what?
road systems.
They've talked about that, haven't they? Oh.
Is that lay station things or whatever it's called?
Ley lines.
Ley line, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know ley lines were roads.
It's not really roads though. It's more like, you know, to be honest, I don't really have all the details on it when I think about it.
Keller would like themed islands, like fantasy only, or steampunk only, or even zombie infested.
That's probably gonna happen, to be honest. Because they always say, like, they one of those round tables they had where they want people to suggest different game modes or server types, like something a bit more creative than just PvE or role-playing or PvP, you know, the standard ones. So they want to create different server sets like that. So that's probably gonna happen, something like that.
Lock 6 times says that I would like a 3D modeler so we could make props. And
Yeah, a lot of people want that. Yeah.
That's such a big thing for them to do, though. That's like making the game again.
Correct me if I'm wrong now, anyone that knows a lot about 3D, but wouldn't it be sort of possible to model something using voxels in a like a third-party program, and then convert that into a prop? Because all you're doing is...
I don't.
Because I mean, voxels is just an easy way of working with 3D. It's not like it's...
Well, they don't really have. I don't think they really have voxels in 3D programs.
No, you would like when you turn it into a prop. Obviously, the voxel thing would disappear, but you will still maintain the shape of it, right?
Well, yeah, because you've got things like ZBrush, and that is technically the same sort of thing as voxels. And
it is, yeah, and you
sculpt it.
And you import and export that in and out of, for example, 3D Studio Max, right? When you model things.
But what you would have to do, though, is you'd have to reduce vertex count before you do that, because things that use voxels are huge memory eaters. But yeah, no, you'd extract it. Sorry, you'd export it as something like an OBJ format, object format, and everybody will work in object format at that format. Yeah,
so that's probably like they should be able to make some sort of in-game editor where you just make a simple voxel object, or not an advanced voxel object even, convert it into a prop and use the prop in the game world instead of the voxels.
The thing is that the games that 3D programs, they're complicated.
That's true.
So that's why I think they want you to.
And also, honestly, those
their shop thing, and
but also you've seen those places where, like that last stream we had when the alpha was closing, and we went to someone who had built a grove with so much trees and props in it that I simply couldn't load it. It was just impossible to load the place.
You used to have a problem with my one, didn't you? Everybody did, I suppose. Because I had an awful lot of trees and plants. I love trees and plants. So now, with what I've got now, I lot less.
I might be wrong here again, but because again, like what we're really seeing now here is not so many. Like when you look at the surface here, like even though it has a lot of like humps and bulges in it, it's really not really that many. What's it called? Vertices? Vertexes?
I'm not sure how they're doing it.
Polygons. Hold on. Polygon counts, right? It's not that many polygons because it's really just squares where there's a smoothing calculation in between.
You say that. I'm not going to be so quick to say that because I'll tell you why. If you look at that mountain in front of us, you don't see so many jagged edges. See, the way it works is you get what's called a normal map, and that fakes the creases and the bumps for you. But you can always tell when you look at something edge on. Okay, and
look here though. Look just where I'm standing here. If you have your lights on.
Well, that bit is, yeah. That bit is.
There's no reason to think that the rest of the terrain is generated differently than here, though, right?
I'm still in two minds. I'm not going to be quick to call that because I know that the voxels can be sharp too.
Yes, but that's because they're not necessarily box shaped, because it's all, like a voxel block in this game, and in any game really, is, how much is it, 12 corners?
Hey, what are you talking about, a box?
No, like if you have like a, hold on, I can't even. like this box here would have, you can't see it of course, I'm just having a selection tool here. So I say that this was one big, we would call that a voxel. It's not really actually a voxel, but each side here, each face, if we call it one square, is two triangles, right? So two triangles time, and then another two.
Well,
so there's 6,
or
and then there's 12. There's 12 triangles total.
Yeah.
And you can stretch that in all sorts of directions because there's those 12 triangles, so it's not really a square. And since the world consists then of these stretched boxes, you can make it pretty smooth when you have this smoothing calculation in between all of those. It's more like it's like we can be walking on boxes, but it looks smooth to us. It's not necessarily that it is smooth, it just looks smooth.
Well, that's why you do the edge test. That will tell you most of what you want to know. But even though you could do that, it depends on how. Even if that was what they were doing, and it probably is. Usually, when you look at things like mountains, they're usually the big giveaway, and I'm just used at the moment because they're way smoother than in other games.
Well, that's true.
So I mean, you could still do that, just as you're saying. You just have smaller divisions of trigons.
Let's see what the chat has to say about this, so we don't miss anything.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm gonna scroll up a bit. If everyone can shut up for about 2 minutes, so it doesn't jump up and down now when I'm trying to read back. Thank you. I don't mean in voice here, obviously, Gemma. I just mean in the chat, so it doesn't jump up and down.
I'll give out, before people are going, because some people are going to have to go apparently, I'll give out the TeamSpeak thingy. Shall I?
No.
Or you could post it on Twitch or not on somewhere later.
I'll post it on. I'll post it on my face. No, I won't. Hold on. Where should I post it?
Yeah, because
then a lot of people will get it. You know, let's.
I can stick a password on the observer one in there, and that way people will just go to the lobby.
I think what we'll do is basically, if you send me that info and we both have that info, then whoever wants to join when we're not in a stream, because I'm not going to have people in here in the stream just yet, they can just send the request to one of us for the passcode, for example.
That's right. That's a good point. If you send us a mail in game, then we can send you it back.
Yeah. Or just a tell or whatever if we're online.
Later on, I will put a password on your channel. Well, actually, you know what? You can actually set the password yourself because
I'm so bad with passwords.
You're a channel admin.
Okay, we'll set that all up and we'll give you the info tomorrow in the stream, because the stream is also tomorrow.
Because we've got tomorrow, so we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to read up a bit here. Let's see. Man, I missed a lot here now.
No, I'm going to go back to the to the claim so that I can look more on the chat channel, because I feel like.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the claim too. I'll port to you when you get there. So Inu says that he was on a stream yesterday where someone was making his own props. That's not possible. I can tell you that with 100% sureness that it's not possible to do that in this game yet.
Do what?
Make your own props.
Yeah.
Mia, what's it? Thanks for joining. Sorry, I have to leave, but thanks a lot for the rib site there. I'll get you back for that. Cat needs to go for a walk. Okay, cool. All right. Oh yeah, Keller makes a good point. You can also set permissions who can speak in a channel. If you remove speak permissions from guests, you can add tags to people that you want to be able to speak.
That's correct. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Not sure if that is preferable to, because if those people are watching the stream, though, it will make no sense that I'm saying everything 1 minute before it happens.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the Twitch, because it's such a delay on it. I'm gonna. Did you port back? Gemma?
I did port back, and I am in the town.
Teleporting to you. Awesome. Yeah, there's like don't mistake props for advanced voxel techniques, because there are people that can do, like we just looked at some of that furniture and the examples there in Gemma's basement. You can make some pretty detailed looking shit with voxels. Props is different. Props is like a solid object in this case that you can rotate and such because of that, and make it move and whatever, because it's a solid object. Voxels are always, the corners of voxels are also always bound to the same basic points in the world. There's sort of like a 3D grid all over the world that those are bound to. You can't get them off of that. That's one of the things that makes it difficult to make moving voxels. I would imagine a moving voxel would deform constantly, but I might be wrong. Danger Mouse just made another 2 green Ribosite axes. Sorry. Oh, that's such a nightmare. Put them in the chest.
It's a nightmare.
If anyone's in game, and you haven't been for the whole time, you don't know about this. And by the way, I'm just loading at the moment. So over at Gemma's place, we have this community chests where everyone during the stream, and some people afterwards as well, can come and put things in there, take things out of there, just share their stuff, or if you need something, you just take it out of there. And it's good stuff in there. It's high quality things. So if you lack something, go check out those chests if you find what you need. And if you have made way too much of something that you don't need, for example, green Ribosite axes, put them in there. Let some other people enjoy them.
Have to size those 4 caskets up soon, I reckon.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, there's one of them that's empty at the moment, but I'll size those up.
Oh, a little bit of frame issues here again.
In game as well, if you send me a well, actually, best to do it on the stream. I'm looking at the stream now. If you tell me what your character name is, I will make sure that you've got permissions when we're not streaming to be able to the caskets. But remember that even when these caskets are locked, the other caskets around this town are available to everyone.
Oh, they are. Yeah, that's true. So these are the stream only ones. Let's see, I don't think I have that much here that I don't use currently.
At the moment, there's not much else you can do with a prop once you've passed using it, to be quite pass it forward. I think it'd be harder when you can deconstruct, when they bring in the ability to deconstruct.
What, there was some details. What was that you did? Extra detail on your barricade? Oh, that's interesting. This is a lot more interesting once you start to take a closer look at it.
Okay, and then this all that's you.
Huh?
Got a couple of names here that come out as numbers.
Can you redo this details if this is the one we were talking about? Because I don't.
We were looking at that earlier, details.
This is very interesting, actually. There's so many weird things going on with this one. This is one of those things where I think I kind of understand it, but then again, I couldn't just go and do it, like, out of the blue. I couldn't reproduce it without testing a whole bunch of things first. Oh yeah, the likes. Click like on everything here, guys. We tried to set a server record. Oh, details can't type in game. Okay, fine. That doesn't matter. This is like the thing that you couldn't do with microvoxels. The thing where you have
Thanks for the likes.
the air gap underneath there. Yeah, thanks for putting some likes on here, guys. The air gaps underneath this thing here with the different colors. You couldn't do this with microvoxels. This is pretty cool.
Agnes says there's 24 likes on my number.
24 likes, that's not bad.
Oh, that's very nice, thank you. There's so many lovely things. I honestly encourage people to go also to look just down the hill there. There's another set of guys who really probably deserve some likes. What they've done is really amazing. We should remember to like.
Yeah. This still says in the Twitch chat, it says basically, Observer, I etched the voxel gaps into it, then filled them with microvoxels. Lots of messing around.
Hey, wow.
Oh. You mean the white? Okay. So is the gray part? Is that the microvoxels that you filled it back in? Am I understanding that correctly?
Dietz has been working on this a few days, experimenting with it. He's really getting far with it.
So basically, what you're building is the white part, and okay. And Legna says in-game, Observer, you cannot like someone's claim unless he or she has done some change.
Oh, right.
It is enough if you moderate your present props plans. Okay.
I'm always changing something.
This tale says that all of this is microvoxels. I don't get that. How does... Really?
The whole thing?
I would have not thought so. You can't etch microvoxels, can you? Is it a terminology confusion now? Because I'm not really 100% clear on all of them myself. But I would have thought that these were the ones that act sort of like microvoxels, but without the co-joining properties.
Hi, Carufix has just said hiya. Hi, Carufix.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, this tale says you can do that with the microvoxels. I don't get it. You'll have to give me like a private lesson here, or come on the... You know what? Today's stream is not going to last for that much longer. We're closing up on the 4 hours that we usually do with this stream. So probably gonna go for another 15 minutes or so maximum. But if you're on here, oh, this is interesting. This tells if you're on here tomorrow, we'll see if you can join up and teach us some of this live. That'd be cool. Look some deeper into this. Probably going to try to get some building done tomorrow. I want to start building something on my claim too. I haven't built anything yet. It's just I use too much of my brain when I'm building. It's much easier to talk non-stop for 4 hours if you're mining than if you're building. The etching thing, well, but hold on.
I've entered you for the site now, Mother Nature.
Can you do this to microvoxels? No, you can't. You're bullshitting me, these tales. You can't make holes in microvoxels like that.
Beats has been spending an awful lot of time studying microvoxels, actually. I think he's probably going to end up being a microvoxel.
But microvoxels don't react like that when they get holes in them. No, this makes no sense. This is, but the thing is, isn't this just like... Huh. I understand etching.
I've just built a lean-to for my basic stuff.
Is anti-voxels. Yeah, that's what I... That's what I feel like, because if this wall was made with microvoxels, it would react totally differently to having that hole cut into it. That's what I've been thinking here while I'm watching this. And also, this thing would down here, this gap here, would not be possible, I think, because you can't have microvoxels. You can't have two different edges or corners of microvoxels this close to each other without messing with each other. But with anti-voxels you can. Unless there's something, obviously there's a lot of things I don't know about this. It's very interesting though.
Have psychedelic walls.
Hold on, like I have. Isn't it essentially the same as, because I had, you know, from my own, like the. So can I make this? This is purely microvoxels. And if you try to cut a hole like that in one of those shelves, see what happens. I think. And also, that really messed up your floor.
Oh, that's all right. We can easily.
Or even actually one that is better. That's just like the little things that the little testing I had time to do. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I forgot to save the cool one. Oh well.
Give over some time next week to experimenting with my.
Yeah, we'll definitely be experimenting with tomorrow.
With the anti-voxels, they're such a new thing.
Yeah, right, okay, but okay, these tails. Let's do a simple test here. So let's take this here. I'm going to turn this around because this is a panel of just microvoxels. You might be right, I have no clue. Let's see. So flip this around so it's like that. Oh, gonna make like a little.
Oh, he's done it.
Really?
Yeah, on the top shelf.
He did do it with microvoxels. Really?
You see those white things up there? Can you take them away and still leave the hole?
Yeah, those are just there to attach the air voxel to something. But once you've made the hole, you've made the hole. It's just that you have to copy it with these, like, it's like a SPID basically.
So you can take those white things away now then.
Yeah. Interesting. Did not know that they would react like that to each other. Okay. That's really weird. Okay, I was wrong the entire time. I'm sorry. And yeah, chat is correct. There's a lot of ladies here on the on the in-game. I have my doubts that all of them are in fact ladies, though. That would be rare. Let's see here. I don't understand how this works now. It did do that microvoxel thing where it messes up the underneath of it. But still. Huh. I haven't seen this done before. I haven't seen that applied to a microvoxel surface. That's really interesting. We'll have to look more into that in tomorrow's stream, I think. And Ditstails is not actually female. Yeah, that was my first expectation. But Mother Nature M, Legna is also male, so we have actually two females here. That's more how I thought it was.
That the leg on that thing needs resorting.
Yeah, that's what it like. That's the thing
Will
with
that affect with the will that affect the microvoxel?
Yeah, because this is how this is how microvoxels usually do. Like whenever you update anything near them, they react to it like this in a triangular manner. That's why I couldn't understand how it would not for that cut, the cut that he makes there. I don't understand how that can how the microvoxel accepts that. I don't know. I can just weld it back through, yeah.
See what the microvoxel.
There's some thinking to do now, but
So far, they seem to be microvoxels seem to be. Oh well, mostly behave.
microvoxels are very impractical to work with. There are, I think, with the invention of all these other voxel techniques, there are a lot of things you can do better without them.
I'm still finding things aren't working for me like I'm expecting them to. Like for instance, if you look downstairs, I've made some panels and I wanted to smooth them, but they're not really smooth.
Panels out of what?
Just ordinary, I'm starting off the wall.
Congratulations to Mother Nature for being a new grandma. I'm not sure if that was something that happened just this instance or not, but anyways, congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. Well,
Absolutely. What did you say about? Oh, let's hear if there was just something that popped out a minute ago, or if it's if it was more of a general statement. Okay, I guess we'll learn in time.
yeah.
Let's. What did you say about the surface there that you used? Is it downstairs?
Yeah, downstairs. See these here? I wanted to smooth them out. But the second I try to smooth them, they turn into... It's all templated anyway, so...
How did the original look, though?
That is exactly how the original looks. They've not been smoothed at all.
Oh. You can't smooth the lines like that. The thing with the smoothing is it will only smooth the how does hold on, look at my stream now. There's something weird happening with this line. I'm talking about this thing here. You will probably see it a bit delayed.
Oh, what you mean the...
Pay attention to this
you
window.
mean the one that's like an asterisk?
No, it changes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Notice that, yeah.
What on earth? It twists entirely.
It does, it does.
What's causing that?
No idea, but it does do it, yeah.
It's like an optical illusion.
Yeah.
Does everyone get that here, or is it just me?
No, I guess. Got it from the beginning with it.
Huh. Strange. How did you do those? Were it line tool or?
Line tool. Basically, you make a white square, or rather, you make the white. Make it all in white, and then you cut some holes where you want to put the edge tool in. Then you put the edge tool in one hole, and put the edge tool in the other hole, and it literally writes it all as wood.
Edge tool?
Sorry, I meant line tool.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But if you want, if you wanted this, they all do that. They all do this weird. No, not really that much.
Only really the ones that are like the stars and the asterisk.
But but you want this to be smooth, these pieces, right?
Would have been nice.
Why don't you just use that inlaid pattern technique?
I don't know.
Okay, if anyone wonders how to do these, it's I think it's the most simple way is to do it like an inlaid pattern, because that way you can decide exactly how they bend and you can smooth it yourself. Although it would probably be a bit more rounded, though it won't look like boards or beams. I mean, maybe, possibly, not sure.
Basically, see behind you, I start off with a square like that. Holes in it. Where I want the line tool to work.
Oh, I think I already know why that stuff happens. No.
Yeah. And then I will mark one corner.
With the line tool, right?
With the line tool. Oh, that didn't work because
okay, so what you're doing is
colour.
basically you basically have like a ghost material on behind the same material as the line tool is. That's probably why it's bending, because it doesn't know which material it is in this.
Possibly, but
No,
I
but
can't
it could be
see
like
any other way to get smooth edges on diagonals. I just can't think of another way of doing it.
Well, first of all, if I may.
Oh, please go ahead. Go ahead.
First of all, I'm gonna just. Can you delete so this is like one thin?
Add and delete whatever you like.
Alright.
Bet you Deets is going to work out something awesome in a minute.
I never did these walls before, but it should be essentially the same as I usually do. So, holy crap, I can't see anything with this tool. Hold on. Delete tool, come here.
Running around trying to look at every.
Okay, I can't really work out the angle here, I think. Let's see.
12 by 12 at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
12 by 12 by. Well, it was 12 by 12 by 2, but I think you've made it 12 by 12 by 1, haven't you?
It would be easier if it was one taller. If you want to get an exact 45 degree.
The reason I made it 12 by 12 was to just keep it so that the panels could be made square to put on the side of a house or something.
Hold on, is it 12 by 12? It's 12 by 12. How
I love this underground experimental lab. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, but deep. Yeah, but can you get that inlaid into a white area? That's the big question.
Oh yeah, actually you can. That's super easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me how.
I'm gonna steal it now. Gonna steal his stuff now. Shoot.
How would you inlay that into a white area? I don't get it. How will you do this?
Okay, well, okay, he's doing it faster than me. The man. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna make a white area here instead. Oh, I don't have building rights here. Okay, here.
You don't have building. Of course you have.
I do? I can't.
I don't think why you wouldn't. I would have put that on there. Yeah, observer, builder.
I don't know.
Messing me about.
Let me steal this. Stealing his work.
I don't understand how. I get that he's going to put it into natural ground area. I don't know how. Fathom how he inlay that. Even with the ground area, isn't it going to try and cut out the whole square? Zero date. Beeford Gaming says, how do I make a copper reinforced table?
Hold on, what?
Copper reinforced table. Doesn't show in the recipe. But while they're doing that, we'll go have a look at the table. I really do need to make some more tables down here as it goes.
What happened here? Oh yeah, because man. Okay, this is going to be an opposite now.
Oh wait, I'm missing that now. I blame you, Cooper Gaming.
I'm going to do exactly the opposite of what Gemma wanted now.
Guys, was there a copper reinforced table? I've not really done an awful lot with the props. Plant.
I don't know, I haven't really... if there's one thing I don't know in this game, it's furniture.
Yeah.
Don't know anything
I haven't
about
gotten around. I've said to myself, I'm going to stay away from all of that until I've got houses built, gotten that all under my belt. And now they've been pushed back behind micro voxels and zero data voxels.
Are you paying attention, by the way, right now? I'm not sure
No,
what...
I'm not, because I'm trying to find... No, I'll have to find that later. I can't find reinforced table. Wait for me, I'm coming back down. Don't you dare do some big breakthrough and not let me see it.
Hold on, I think I just... Whoa.
How did you get that in there?
What?
How did you get that inside that?
I'm painting it now. Because I have this shape on both sides.
Yes.
The voxels on the white piece in the middle links up with the voxels on the smooth sides of the X thing that was on both sides of it. Right, so the voxel edges in the center will link up with the voxel edges on the outer frame.
Oh,
so this white piece in the middle here, if you see how the voxels shape here, like it will only shape the same as the triangle on the outside. So if you paint the middle of it, it will only, when you copy this out afterwards, it should retain now a white X-Men logo, essentially. Unless I messed something
Painted
up.
it brown. How can it stay white?
Because it's white behind the wood panel. It was white originally.
That's what you mean when you say you're doing it the negative way. Oh.
Yeah, so now you have like white beams. Cover that out.
Oh, look at the perfect edges. Oh, fantastic. And then if you just paint the corners back on again, you'll get it back to square, I take it.
No, that's the thing, because this is like a smoothed thing, so it's a bit... you could probably manipulate that. But I think maybe Details is doing a different method over here now. I just had to snag that and do the other method, but... yeah, there's many ways to do it.
I had no idea that...
Keith Gaming, if you're having trouble with starting out and the stuff you need starting out, does it look like? I just, last night, like less than 24 hours ago, posted a video on exactly how you start out in this game. So head over to my YouTube channel and it's the latest video there. It takes 8 minutes to watch and you will know everything you need to know about starting out in the game. Oh, you're doing a zero data version now, Details, is that it?
Then it will go inside. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See what's happening to mine? When I try to smooth it, I wonder if it's a problem with my computer.
No, it's...
That was Details ones that he's done over there. Do you see what's happened to... No smoothing. Not actually smoothing, it's just going... The jaggediness is staying.
How do you do that? How does that happen? Oh, hold on. It's because when you're smoothing it, you like when he smoothed it, right? He had multiple of these in a row. It's like you have minimum 5 of these. So you place one and then another 4. Like a tunnel.
That 3.
2 more.
2 more.
There we go. So yeah. So now you have 5, you can have more. But now you smooth the whole box and then you copy out the center cross section of it afterwards. Then it won't have lost
the
its...
other day and I still got a non...
Really?
Mind you, the white bits were in there as well when I did it.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of difference.
So you can't have the middle bits in when you...
No, you would have to play around with those tools.
Okay, now... That's so impressive. Of course, it's the wrong way round, but...
Yeah, I didn't. It's been a while since I did this.
It's tomorrow or Monday. You're going to have to take through this step. Do all this zero box thing.
This question, Details. Are you going to be around tomorrow for tomorrow's stream? Because I can't really be streaming much more, or I won't be able to squeeze this into 2 videos for YouTube afterwards. Probably I'm not anyways, but still. Because if so, I'd like to continue on with this tomorrow. And now I need to go find something to eat soon.
I'm going to just look for Keith Gaming. I'm going to look up one other crafting table.
You know what? I don't have anything else to do. As long as I can go AFK for like 5 minutes to hit the toilet and everything, we can keep going for another little while if people want to. Now I
I've
think
got
about
to
it.
eat.
Yeah, I need to eat too, though. That's the thing. All right, we'll take a break, and probably I will be back streaming something or other tonight. But this will be again tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central European time, or GMT +1 if you're in the UK. That's 9 a.m. in the morning, Sunday. And Dates can be here tomorrow. Awesome. Then we'll continue on working with some different techniques here. Some building and some voxel techniques. Because to be quite honest, I know quite a bit about this stuff, but not nearly enough to the point where, because I would like to do some videos explaining it. And before I can explain it to people, I need to understand it properly.
I think Dietz has got to do some serious tutorialing of us, because I've got to find out about this.
Yeah,
And what you
it's
just
very
now
interesting.
showed me with the X, getting that smooth. Awesome, thank you.
All right, so we'll cut it there. Don't forget, I'm going to, in the chat now, post a couple of things. You've probably seen it in the chat before, but there /EQN, not slash.
Okay, I'll say goodbye to everyone, and thank you very much. Tomorrow I'll try and spend more time watching the chat than doing stuff. I'll do more commentating on chat.
Thanks a lot for helping out, Gemma.
It's a great pleasure.
See
All
you,
right,
see you later.
See you, folks. Bye.
So, for those of you in there still, that's the end of the stream for today. I've posted some links in the chat. One of them is if you are looking to buy the game. I'm just going through this quickly. It says basically what it is there. Use that link and I'll get some stuff to give away. And I already have some stuff to give away, and that stuff will be given away on Facebook. There will be a YouTube video explaining exactly the rules of the competition, so make sure you look through the entire video. But then on Facebook is where I'll actually administrate the competition, just because that's the best way for me to make sure the correct person gets it. And also it gives me a little bit of a boost, to be honest. Makes more people see my stuff, and most people hasn't complained after they did, so I'll keep doing that. That's the one thing. So I'll be giving away anklets and beta keys. Anklets, not sure exactly how I'll form that competition yet, but it'll be a giveaway, most likely. Just first come, first serve. 50 anklets I have at the moment. I'll get more. For the beta keys, I'll be doing that for over a week, 1 key per day on Facebook. But wait for the competition rules to be there. Just make sure that you like the YouTube page, Observer, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or Facebook page, Observer, sorry. All right, anyways, too much. Need to cut the stream now. I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for joining in for this long. I love you guys for it. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Bye.